right next to me, I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got the tight end. Just plowing ahead. Touchdown, Dawgs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
He'll bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. Got enough for the first. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time, it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The run inside. It's Dawgs. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down and run. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
How nice is it as a play caller on a critical 3rd down in a pretty obvious passing situation when you've got a guy like this that can just take off and go get you the first down, right? There's no panic. Nothing's...
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. He marched 78 yards down the field, and they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. And the returner will be knocked down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Motion from the back. Scanning the field, it's Sperry. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. He's loose. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Florida State calls its third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Fires left. It's complete. That should be the final play of the first half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. Fielded in the end zone. It's Singleton. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive from it? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then they're
running free. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball.
But, and he's got room. The tag. Touchdown Seminoles. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. You can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. He'll bring it out. It's Scott. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
To throw, it's Bailey. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail. Now you've set the other team up for almost automatic points.
And the Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Holds and fires complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration and they get the tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To the air, it's Sperry. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on 1st down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout. Make sure your guys have their minds right.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Fires to the wideout. Looking for the goal line. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Got it!
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on 4th down. No dice. Offense now set up in easy position to get a score.
Touchdown Seminoles! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Quarterback may change this route. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Throws to the tight end. Got his man to the left. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
NC State a lot of freedom to do anything here on 2nd and inches. Running inside, it's Scott. Looks as if NC State has a first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Off play action. Fires to the middle. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got his man. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Looking long. He's got it down the field. Touchdown, Florida State. A great catch and run for 6. He is dialed in. David, remember when we called Jameis Winston's debut? 27 passes, not one hit the ground. The 2 incompletions were caught out of bounds. This guy's locked in like that.
Locked in, dialed in. And when you're compared to Jameis Winston, and by the way, I mean, he was in fuego that night. It was awesome to be there. Those are the kind of guys that catapult you to the next level and bring Florida State back.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Scott. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it down. They have to take care of the football. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's gone. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. NC State quick to the line.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
That last completion left them just inches short. Now will they take a shot on 2nd down? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dawgs. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolfpack! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Coming out with it, it's Singleton. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Oh, there's an alley on the left. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Quick completion on the out route. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. This quarterback part of their running game. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The Noles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Stepping to the right. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State! What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When your defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
He'll bring it out. It's Scott. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Unloads it left. Makes the grab. It's Douglas.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier in bounds.
Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. Looking to throw on 3rd. He's got the back. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He's to have you with us from Milan Puskar Stadium in Morgantown. We are gearing up for a showdown between these two teams representing their conferences and hoping to build some bragging rights. It's the South Carolina Gamecocks and the West Virginia Mountaineers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, this crowd is electric. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Holly. And the Gamecocks ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Epps. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Cook. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Michael Hawkins. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Now he's going to break the pocket. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially...
Snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, West Virginia! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here's Sellers to throw. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. It's Clark. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Headed to the edge, it's Fuller. Past the 40. On the move at the 30. Finding some room. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina!
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the 2nd level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the 2nd level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
Hawkins trying to set up the screen. Turning it on. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came...
Makes the catch, and he's free. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback keeper pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Tight end now in motion. They go play action with Hawkins. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hawkins. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The defense takes matters into its own hands. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Epps. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Snags it, and he's open. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Hawkins throws for the tight end. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Again, it's Hawkins. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41. And the Mountaineers moving quickly to the line. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time. And he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6. Now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Catch in the middle. It's Cook. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Michael Hawkins. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to
wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They go play action with Sellers. Moves around to clear up the vision. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
Got enough for the 1st. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
And that's the 2nd time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Going for it all. Caught. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Touchdown Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Epps. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Throwing, Hawkins. Pulls it in, it's ball. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Now on 2nd down. To the air, it's Hawkins. Fires to the tight end. Plows through the defense. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the 1st quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Michael Hawkins on the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Mountaineers will have it 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Cook. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Just feeds the running back. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Gonna run it. It's Cook. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. The Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now on second and goal. They go play action with Hawkins. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
And they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Fielded in the end zone, it's McAllister. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He wants to change this route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Sellers. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Nice job in coverage on that third and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up fourth down.
Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Here's the heat. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down.
Hey, at this point of the game, fourth and short, no problem going for it. Fourth and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Rides the option, he keeps it. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get them to the ground.
Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their second. They're down to one timeout left in the half. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Hawkins. He makes the grab. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Fires to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to test the right side with this one. Got some room to run. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The Mountaineers will hustle to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Michael Hawkins fires quickly. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
The run inside. It's Francis. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. And the Mountaineers will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Throwing, Hawkins. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with 3rd and a yard. West Virginia uses a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Again, it's Hawkins. Out of the backfield, he's open. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. He'll take a shot.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
Hawkins. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers! Put 6 on the board.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a man, it's Sellers. Escapes the pressure going right. Makes the catch, it's Fuller. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Gamecocks take a timeout. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Throwing, Sellers. He lets it fly. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And how about the aggressiveness? This coach says, I'm going for it. We're going to put 6 on the board, time ticking down, maybe be a little bit more conservative. I love the way they put the hammer down. Now they have the lead going into the half, an extra point away from a 7-point lead.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went into half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently and to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
West Virginia, 21.
Coming out with it, it's Epps. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Mountaineers offense to take the field and open this possession. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
That's caught. It's sacked. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Hawkins. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Epps.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Off the RPO, complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Man, you can just feel it, couldn't you? Just how badly that guy wanted to get that 1st down. He knows, hey, we're on our own side of the field. We're not trying to punt. I've got to do something. I've got to make somebody miss to go pick up this 1st down for my offense, and that's exactly what he did.
And the Mountaineers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Flips it out in the flat. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Michael Hawkins. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Back open in the middle. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Mountaineers want to move quickly.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Got the back over the middle. Across the 25, he's got room. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Mountaineers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Again, it's Hawkins. He's got him this time. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Hawkins. Working that wide receiver screen. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, West Virginia. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Fires to the wideout. The sure hands, it's Harbor. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
From the gun on third down, Sellers unloads to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion now set.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Fourth down, Sellers. Trying to beat the D deep. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation.
Throws for the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Finally brought down, but what a play.